I'm Chris Kurtz. I'm a graphic design major for the year 2013. Yeah. Francophone Film Festival. It is a film festival that is put on here at campus at the Little Theater, in which the French department gathers a bunch of French films from around the world, and they just had to show them off.
Very cool. Could you compare and contrast the previous designs of the posters to this year's poster?
Yes, in the past the posters mainly focused more on the film festival aspect of everything, and this year they wanted to bring in more of what the Francophone Film Festival is actually about, which is more of an international thing instead of just films from France or something like that. They actually come from many different countries, so they kind of wanted to bring in this whole international aspect back into the poster this year instead of just focusing on the previous ones, the film festival.
Very cool. What inspired or influenced the design elements of the poster, this year's poster?
This year's poster, it was designed and influenced a lot by like international mail. There's the red and blue striping on the international mail and stuff, so like that, and kind of wanted to bring in more of a progression throughout this poster as well, or through this series. So when you get the mail or the postcard and stuff, it's kind of like the package, and then after the package, you'd open it up and there'd be this film canister inside of it. And so that's kind of where you get the package with the postcard and then the canister with the poster.
Cool. Okay. What was your general purpose behind the design of the poster?
My general purpose, well, I just wanted to kind of bring out what they would like for people to see. They wanted them to know that it's a film festival and that it has deep roots within international standings, I guess.
Okay. And how do you want people to feel that see the poster?
Well, I want them to at least look at the poster, and I want them to feel like, oh man, I want to go and see these things. I want to see what it's about, and so hopefully it brings people in.
Okay, is there anything else interesting or cool that you want to share about the design process or the final result?
The design process, it's interesting because there's so many things that you have to do with it, and so there's so many versions, and it's nice to kind of get one that clicks, and so finding a unifying element throughout the posters, the postcards, and then all those other elements that come into it, it's nice to find the unifying element, which in this case was the international mail, the little striping on it, the red and blue.
Cool. Do you kind of want to share with us like the process that you went through to create it, like the beginning stages till the obvious final result?
Yeah. In the beginning, what we kind of started with is we started off with the interviews and talking with Marjorie and Vincent about everything, and started kind of like pinball ideas off of the art director and myself, and we were playing around with doing cameras and everything, but that kind of started falling back into what last year's posters and stuff had been doing. So we started to take a different approach, and we were thinking about packaging then. So like how things are mailed out, what do they look like, what does it look like if it comes from a different country, and then possibly like what passports look like. And then this brought us into the whole stamp, which is what the whole logo kind of developed into, which was a stamp or an emblem. And so we kind of went with that, and then we came back to the whole package idea, and so we had to start taking a lot of photos and things and just trying to see how things looked when they're stamped or when they're not stamped, and just kind of get a feeling for everything. And so it just kind of went from there, and then we had to put it into our layouts and the system.
Cool. Is there anything else you want to add?
It was a lot of fun.
All right. Thank you.